dive back in, though. Welcome back. Blueprints. I think we're on day 30, maybe like day 29 here of our campaign. I was really thinking I was gonna take a couple minutes here right before I got started and try to like draw an actual family tree, because I'm beginning to feel like that's gonna be extremely relevant. I've got my notes still up here for us to refer to if need be, including, of course, the chapel order that we had happened upon last time. Hoping to find that tomb again today, but if not, hopefully we can find some other clues at least, or a different direction to take things for now. First of all, Baer nice. 69 steps to start the day. Wouldn't have it any other way. I've been keen for a tool shed, though. Obviously, the tomb's #1 priority here. The classrooms, the schoolhouse is still something I'm interested in. Hovel's a trap. We know that much by now. We don't have any gold for the shrine, so let's do this. This isn't bad either. Adjustable gear wrench is going to make it so any mechanical floor plans we draft we can adjust the rarity of. So maybe we can make the security room more common or something like that. Maybe adjust the frequency of things like the boiler room, the pump room. Definitely feel like there's more to the pump room than what we've discovered thus far. Obviously, we're still looking to empty the reservoir at some point, but I think there's at least 1 or 2 other rooms that we have yet to empty, and I'd very much like to see the effects of those. Any gems or keys early on, of course, are going to be nice. I think I'll prioritize the gems early here. Hell yeah, Jay. It's been a real treat. I've yet to get back to room 46 after having done so successfully our first time. And I am strongly suspecting that the experience is going to be different for round 2. Speaking of which, I've only just now realized that I really ought to be trying to, well here, let's just go ahead and act on this right now that I'm thinking about it. We ought to be trying to connect to the foundation and get down into the basement as soon as possible so that we can open up the north door of the antechamber and not have to worry about that if we're able to connect with the other doorways. So let's go ahead and do that now. Seems smart, right? Just get out ahead of that early. I also wanted to take another look at the area where that lever is.
Welcome to the bear pile.
I do feel like I've probably overlooked a couple of things there. A couple of bear hugs for him, please. Thanks for the new subscription. Digital Stockholms. Welcome to the pile. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the resubs today as well, by the way. Appreciate y'all tuning in for a Saturday evening stream here. I am still on vacation, by the way. YouTube VOD viewers, you know, vacation. Can't tear myself away, though. Oh, I already had it in the right position, didn't I? Whoops. Right, this is persistent, which seems very interesting and probably related to finding a way to traverse those upper paths, which I've still yet to really identify any kind of way to get into, although looking at it more, it's looking like that might not actually be accessible. Let's just worry about this for now, I guess. Yeah, I appreciate that, Digital. Thank you. Shadow, thank you for the 28. Otter de los Muertos. Appreciate the 61. Wither and Jackson starting us off with the moderator double resub tonight. Appreciate it, guys. Let's crack open that antechamber door, dude. I saw a couple people mentioning they thought my well, it was kind of funny, actually. I saw, I think it was back-to-back comments. Someone saying that they felt bad for me for my foundation placement because it was going to cause a lot of problems. And then immediately after that, I saw someone saying, oh, wow, that's a really lucky foundation placement. Good for you. And so I'm just resting somewhere in the middle of that right now as far as my feelings on the matter. Either way, there's that sorted out for today at least. And yeah, I think I ought to probably try to start doing that more often to begin things here. Okay. The Inner Sanctum. It's pretty clear this is going to be a place with a lot more questions to be answered. Starting to feel like the 8 red letters / 8 safes probably related to these 8 doors down here. Not to mention we have these symbols, which we've seen in other places. I just can't put my finger on where we've seen them. But they feel so familiar. It might have been in the classroom, actually. So maybe this is a way that we can identify, like, the number of the door or something like that. The number that corresponds to that, which may correspond to one of the letters. Not sure, but that does seem relevant at least. Oven Navare. I want to Google that. I think it's Latin, though. So, in lieu of Googling it, which could probably spoil some stuff, we're just going to do a Latin translation here and see what happens. Oven Navare. I would not have come. Yeah, I should probably throw this back up, shouldn't I, Barbara? Forget about it, thank you. Okay. This is interesting. Let's go ahead and throw this up on the notes real quick here. Just up to... let's just put it on its own thing here and say... Inner Sanctum Floor. Oven Navare. I would not have come. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking classrooms where we're going to want to go for these. So next time we, well, here, actually, before I leave... Oh, I wonder if I can... I bet I can screenshot this and still see them. Just wanted to grab a quick screenshot in case it was easier for me to refer to that later. Okay. Boom. Inner Sanctum. Alright, cool. That's good. Hey, already kind of making progress tonight. Becoming more aware of any given thing. That's our bar right now. That's where we need to get to in order to feel satisfied with our endeavor tonight. I've got a few pretty solid ideas, honestly, of things to try. But I'm trying also really hard not to, like, shoehorn myself into that, because I know for a damn near fact that even if I am not able to do any of, like, the 2 or 3 things I have in my mind at the moment, that there are just an insane amount of other things we could potentially be doing that I'm either not at all aware of or have yet to really dive into as much as I probably ought to. One that comes back up to mind immediately is the boudoir, which I know is... or I'm pretty certain at this point it's like a self-contained puzzle that I just haven't figured out yet. So maybe we'll spend some more time in there. I feel like the office probably still has something solvable going on in it as well, so I might want to check that out again. I think I'm going to go guest bedroom here and get a few extra steps. Guest bedroom also typically has items in it. Let's go. Golden compass. Or just a standard compass, I guess. Okay. I felt like I should try to... yeah, I feel... okay. Any new names that we see, let's make an effort not to let those slip by without taking special note, because I'm feeling almost certain now that names and relationships are going to be critical to us actually starting to connect some threads. Bit of a gamble with the wine cellar here, but I figure we can probably get at least 2 of the 3 other rooms on the other side with the entrance hall. Wanted to make sure we're stockpiled on keys and gems again before we proceeded here. Yeah, security works. Oh, and we have the wrench today as well, so we could take security and then make that a more common room. That seems good to me. Let's also go ahead and lower our keycard likelihood tonight, too. It's always a tiny bit of a risk, I guess, doing this when you're so early on. There's the chance that you could run into a keycard later, but yeah, I suppose the benefit mostly outweighs it every time anyway. Funeral parlor's decent here. I think I'd rather go bedroom into possibly like a closet or something here. Maybe like an attic, that'd be nice. Ooh, coin purse is good too. Starting to really value the bedrooms and like the guest bedrooms early on. And oh boy, a really early boiler room. And we can make this commonplace. That's pretty good. All right. I really like that, actually. I feel like making that commonplace is already a pretty big win today. Just being able to have more regular access to this is probably going to make a big difference. Okay. I think today's a good day to try to test. I want to see if I actually understand how this works. Because it seems perfectly logical to me that what this is indicating is the direction that it's sending the power. Right? Like, you would think that. I have my suspicions that maybe it's not that simple. But if that's going to be the case, then I feel like everything, like, on this side of the boiler room, like everything... let's call this row, column 4 and left is probably power, but I suppose it's also better for us, if that's the case, to send it to the right, and that way I would suspect that everything to the right of it, and like as far up as it can go, so like everything to the, or everything above row 2. So hopefully that works. I guess we'll be able to test it pretty easily here. Yeah, I've just got I've got LibreOffice open, Andy. I tried the Steam Notes thing, but I don't know. I think it's easier to just alt tab to it. Honestly, the physical notepad has been like, it just feels good. Like that, it kind of feels like just the way that these kind of games are meant to be played is with the pen and paper and scribbling notes like a madman, you know? Okay. So we're able to go out of foundation, of course. I think we go ahead and draw out of den. I think I want to try to stockpile some more stuff. Kitchen's fine. Yeah, we could do that. Using a lot of gems early, but I think this should be pretty helpful overall. Oh, bacon and eggs is really good. Morning room is a good thing to add to the draft pool. It's a room that grants you 2 gems immediately and then also gives you 2 gems the next day. That'll be a nice way to boost the steps and get some extra gems going. And there it is, immediately. Nice. Yeah, we'll take that. Gets the gems back right away. So I've seen this room in my other file. I don't know... Oh, nice. I got a lucky rabbit's foot here, too. That's awesome. Yeah, that makes sense, Andy. I get you. I do wish I was a little more organized here, honestly. I feel like I'm all over the place with my notes at this point, but I'm sure we'll find more direction for organization soon. So this is the Reddington Herald's November 5th edition, detailing the passing of Baron Herbert Sinclair. And this feels like the most basic thing, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure I actually have his have his name down. I don't. Wow. Yeah, well, you would think I would know this by now. Okay, it's Baron Herbert S. Sinclair. Alright. Well, that's noted. Baer noted. Veranda's interesting. It's a bit of a gamble. Chance to find probably like shovel or metal detector in here. Let's give it a shot. There it is. Speak of the devil. Grab the gem in there too. Sweet. Just like making a greenhouse, man. Just feels good. I don't feel like I've gushed enough about how satisfying it is that the rooms generate instantly
A renewal.
and take into
Welcome
consideration placement in the layout. Obviously the outer rooms with the green stuff, right? Like that's a given, but just all the little details, man, which is absolutely nailed in this game. It's so good. Boozer! Welcome back. Some bear hugs for him if you got them, please. Thanks for the resub. Appreciate the prime. Give me the reading nook here, I think. Yeah, still want to save some gems. Keep stockpiling. And we got our sledge. Damn, that worked out. Now we're talking. Yeah, agreed, Jay. Without a doubt. Alright, we're gonna leave a room open here, looks like. That's fine with me. I'm checking the library anyway. Oh, cool. Got a lot of good stuff today. Hope we can find the bookstore again. I really want to get that unedited history of Arindia. I feel like that's going to be big. Probably all those books, honestly, are going to be pretty helpful. I'm also beginning to, like... I don't know if I necessarily want to do it this way. Where, like, I'm just scrubbing each possible location for interaction. But I'm beginning to think there are a lot more of those kind of places around than I initially thought. Like, if I may, or not may, I almost certainly have glossed over things that I could already interact with in some rooms. I'm trying to keep a more open mind, I guess. Oh, God, dude. Fine. All right, we'll do it again. I don't know how long I really want to spend in here, but I'll give it a try. Oh, does it just stay open? Oh, damn. That's pretty great. It's the 8 key again, too. Presumably we'll unlock room 8. You know what I also need to do is note this down as one of the major keys. Because I've been trying to keep track of those as well ever since we were informed of the fact that there's 12 of them. So 8 key is one of the 12, I guess. There's also apparently something else in here. Where are you hiding? There you are. Alright, sick, dude. Well, gallery's gonna be a damn near insta-pick at this point then. I say that, and then that's when the pictures all switch. Well, now I'm especially glad we decided to spend the time on that. Okay. Let's see. Observatory's probably pretty good. I kind of want to redraw this set. I really want to send it back over to the left here and make sure we're able to take advantage of this space. Let's try it. Ooh, that's not great. I guess we can do drawing room. There you are. And let's keep trying to go over to the left here. Probably going to be using keys at this point. I feel like I might as well just try any door that possibly could use key 8. Although I definitely feel like rank 8 is going to be the play there. Commissary with coupon book could be really good. The pool is obviously good no matter what. Yeah, with that justification, that feels like the way to go. Let's try out their drawing room option real quick, just out of curiosity. Lost and Found could be pretty good here, actually. Because we have a lot of stuff, and we could potentially find some good items out of this. We don't necessarily have to go back through there at any point. Observatory just kind of feels better, though. I also kind of want to redraw this. Let's try redrawing it. That didn't go well. Huh. Maybe just a corridor? I'm not sure if the fountain's still filled. We'll have to check. Although I guess we don't have pump room yet, so wait on that. I wonder if utility closet plus boiler room is a thing. Can also increase or decrease the rarity of this. Definitely don't feel like I should create a dead end here, though. That seems like a bad idea. I think I'll just do a corridor. I'm going with my gut, I guess. And before I go that way, let me check how we're doing. Oh, hey, look, the pool's still empty. Cool. Oh, and car keys. Wow. I suppose I should look for the garage then. Okay, thank you. And let's see if we can keep going over to the left here. Hopefully keep making our way up to the antechamber too, I guess. It worked! Oh, shit! It's the room from the portrait. That's freaky. That's deeply unsettling for some reason. I feel like I'm walking around in it in the portrait in the gallery. Yeah, maybe it's because the music stopped. I got so freaked out. Huh. Yeah, it's just a photo, apparently, right? Yeah, that wasn't painting at all, exactly. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have taken that. Is it just gone now? Uh-oh. Oh, no. To first begin... Oh, we have to place these in the right things. Oh, boy. Okay. Strap in, folks. Let's get busy. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. Well, that seems easy enough. It's just gluttony, right? Or envy. Okay. Where are these going? Am I holding them, I guess? Oh, okay. Alright, let's just assume it's that for now, I guess. And then I'm holding the other one, too? No, the other one's just gone. It actually just disappeared? That seems problematic. Oh, it's back. Okay. Okay. Maybe it only ever lets me hold one at a time. Okay. Let's see. Let's just go one at a time then. The sum of my sin as it is penned is a number within the room we are in. I don't understand what that says. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. Oh, right. There's one more over here, too. Yeah, this one also has an N in it. There's some extra sins I forgot about. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Probably gluttony. So this could be sloth or wrath. This could also be mundanity. And that would make it a lot easier of a solve on it, wouldn't it? The unfortunate part of this is I don't feel like we're going to get any kind of indication that we've done anything correctly. So it's going to be an all or nothing setup, I think. But let's just keep putting things where we think we should put things for now, I guess. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. I think I was overthinking that. I was like, what letter is a twin of any other letter? But no, it's like literally two of the same letter on each bin. Okay. So that's got to be... Let's see. There's two A's. There's two N's. Do they have to be next to each other, I wonder? Because the only instance of that, I think, is gluttony, so that's probably not it. So it can't be sloth, because there's no doubles there. It's not... Let me read this again. It says, I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Okay, let's start over here. So there's no duplicates in hubris or envy or lust or wrath. So gluttony doesn't have it. Wait, is this anywhere? Am I crazy? There doesn't appear to be shared pairs of letters at all. Is it the same? A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Maybe it is twin letter like I thought it was. Maybe what could be like a twin letter? Like N and M obviously are very similar. But would you call those twin letters? Maybe it is just the simple matter of it being like there's two of the same letter on both, in which case it would be these two. Because there's the two N's and the two A's. But obviously they're not the same letter. But I don't think that's the case anywhere, if I'm analyzing things correctly. There's no doubles whatsoever up until we get to gluttony. So I think that might be it. I think this one goes in mundanity. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. That, as far as I can tell, that works. So let's try it. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. It's just sloth, I guess? That also tells me we should hang out in the den for a while. Hold on. I'm gonna create a den section real quick. Oops. Try hanging out in the den for 10 minutes. Because the bear said to. That's all the motivation I need. It certainly feels like it should be sloth, though. And there's enough for each. Okay. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. What? The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. What is the tail of the skin? I don't know what that means at all. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. Well, if that's the case, and we've already picked one end piece, then it must be this. Okay. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is the number within the room we are in. Oh. The sum as it is penned is the number of the room we are in. Wait, how can that be the case? I was gonna say if you go by, like, the order of the letters of the alphabet, I suppose it would be like envy, but that's already well over 8. Unless there's something else to that. Maybe it's 88 or something? What does it say? The sum of my sin as it is penned is is a number within the room we are in. Doesn't necessarily have to be 8. Maybe there's another number somewhere. What else could that be? The sum of my sin as it is penned. I don't know what else that could be. I recommend you think again if I am ever in a bin far from the fin. Oh, the shark fin, duh. Okay, so this should be right here then, which works. So that's easy enough. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. Of the skin. Oh, the skin. Near the bend in the tail, so it's gotta be there, right? Oh, which would mean that doggo is... Oh, it's near the bend, though, so it could just be here. And then the other one could be here still. Let's try that. You in the bin close to the fin, and we'll see what this does. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well, let's figure out what we know. I'm feeling fairly confident about these two, not about exact position, but certainly about our interpretation of them. This clearly needs to be on one of the ends. So let's swap it with this one. Although we don't know if that's wrong. That's the issue. But we know that much at least. This one is just, I don't know how the heck I'm supposed to figure out what that actually is. And this is easy enough. It's just any bin with an N is valid there. If we spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which sin I'm often in. That seems pretty likely that that's sloth. And then this is the one... My neighbor's sin is written thin. Well, that's definitely not any of these 4. Most likely not sloth either. What if it's simply swap avarice and wrath? Let's try that. Because that's next to gluttony still. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the fact that we don't have any kind of indication whatsoever of what's right and wrong makes this an incredibly tough puzzle. But we should be used to that, I guess. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin, a letter and its twin, appear on each bin. That must be these two. Because even if we were to just say it's not the same letter, it's just a pair of letters, this is the only place this happens. So it could be on this one, I guess. We could put this guy here. That's valid. just try something real fast. Let me see if this helps me at all. I'm gonna write down... Let's do envy and lust. So, envy... Just really quick to see if this is gonna be anything. Alright. Envy is gonna be a 5. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N is 14. And then Z, Y, X, W, V. So that would be 21. Wait, 22. And then Y is 25. Right, okay. So envy, calculated out, is 47 plus 14 is 61 plus 5 is 66. Envy is 66. Is there any chance for there to be a 66 of some kind in here? A little off from infinity, yeah, not quite. Almost. Hey, Joe. Yeah, I got into room 8 here, which has presented its own puzzle. So if L is 12, U is 21, S is 19, and T is 20, then we have 72 for lust. Oh, maybe it's the combination of those letters, and then you add together the digits in the result of that, and that becomes 8. I'm gonna try like one more to see if there's any possibility of that, I guess. So I feel like if we could figure that one out, that would help a lot. So hubris is going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H is 8. U is 21. B is 2. R is 18. I is 9. And S is 19. Let me just calculator that to make sure that I'm not messing it up. 19 plus 9 plus 18 plus 2 plus 21 plus 8 is 77, which added together is 14, which gets us nothing. So I guess I'm just kind of hoping that one of these results in like a 9 or like 71 or something like that, which would get us to an 8, which would solve the problem. But the more I do this, the more I'm feeling like it's not actually the intended solution. But if that's the case, then I feel like I'm going to be struggling here because I don't know what the heck it wants from me. Let's go with 13. We're doing mundanity here, so 14. Thankfully, this has become a lot simpler given the fact that I've already got a lot of the letters written down. I don't have to figure out what value they are anymore. So there's that. Okay, let's see if this is anything. I feel like these words are going to be too long, though. In fact, mundanity in particular, I'm almost certain we're getting into triple digits here. 4, 1, 14, 9, 20, and 25. Yeah, 121, which I suppose could ultimately still give us the result we're looking for, but seems less likely for some reason. I don't know, maybe. All right, well, we're this far with it. I might as well do the rest, right? Maybe this will yield some kind of other information anyway. Let's try avarice is going to be a 1. A V is a 22. 1. R is 18. I is a 9. 3 and a 5. Okay. If nothing else, I'm going to feel satisfied for having actually done all this. 18, 9, 3, and 5 is a 59. That does not help. Okay. Let's try sloth. S-L-O-T-H. He can spell. He can spell the word. Oh my god, my streamer. I'm so proud of him. J is 10, so L is 12. O is, where's that? Shit. J, K, L, M, N, O is 15. There we go. 20 and 8. Okay. 19 plus 12 plus 15 plus 20 plus 8. 74. Getting a lot of numbers that don't help me at all. But now I gotta do the last one because I've already done the others. I guess there's 3 more actually? Oh my god. Boy, this is gonna yield nothing. I'm gonna feel like a damn fool, but... Sunk cost fallacy, baby. Woohoo! W is 23. R is 18. A is 1. T is 20. H is 8. I would prefer that you did not, Pip, until I ask for help specifically. This one is 70. Still nothing. Okay. Gluttony it is. Last try. It would be funny if this ended up being the one. Alright, so G is 7, L is 12, V is 22, T is 20, O is a 15, 14, and 25 is a big old number. 7 plus 12 plus 22 plus 20 plus 20 plus 15 plus 14 plus 25. 135. I gotta redo that math just to make damn sure that that's really close. 7 plus 12 plus 22 plus 20 plus 20 plus 15 plus 14 plus 25. It's 135. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, none of them do it. Shit. That didn't help at all. All that effort, that did nothing. Okay. Well, this is kind of ongoing tech, and I'm still enjoying it for sure. I feel like this is probably... Here, let me go off of my assumption that, like, these guys are being as close to what they want to be near as possible. So, like, this is as close to the fin as it can get, meaning it's going to be right here, right? And if we're going to put the other guy by the bend in the tail of the skin, the closest one to that for sure is hubris. So that means we want to put Doggo in the other end, meaning Doggo goes there, right? So that lets us put this dude here, and that sorts that out. So now we have the issue of where's the one that says, right, I share a trim with my neighbor's son in the letter, it's 20 appear not bin. So that still goes there. I think that's still correct. Put Bunny back in his spot. There is the Sloth Bear. This is an N in its bin, so that's fine. This is the neighbor's sin is written thin, so gluttony works there. So now does this one work on lust? I guess we're still yet to determine that, right? Ah, damn it, dude. I really thought I had it. In my brain, these all work. I guess not this one. I still really don't have any idea what's going on there. Or there. Oh, wait, no. This one I know. This one I'm not really clear on at all. Man. Okay, well... Let's see. I'm gonna say that I think this and this are correct. I think maybe these two could be switched. No, that's gotta be here, I think. To be adjacent to gluttony. And then this one just wants to be in one with N, and that works. I'm pretty sure that's sloth. I actually feel like that's right, man. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else to it. Man. The end of the tail of the skin. I wish I could just reset. I wish there was like a reset button. I wonder if I just pick them all up really fast. That'll probably do it. Let's just start over. I feel like I might be able to help myself if I literally go sit in the den for 10 minutes. I feel like that's being literal. Okay. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. That makes me think hubris for sure. It could be envy, but I'm pretty sure it's hubris. We don't necessarily have to put that in yet. Are there any that we're certain of? Let's think. Are there any that are like, it's absolutely in this one? There's a couple that we know, like, down to 2 or 3. So that's super unhelpful, the fact that we don't know any that are certain. God damn it. They all fit within multiple goddamn conditions, dude. Penguin for sure. Well, I think you know where Penguin goes. I used the royal we there. That was my bad. Are there any that I'm certain of? Penguin's certainly not. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. Yeah, that's 2 options. A bin far from the fin is not what this is in, which doesn't rule it down to 1 at all. Alright, so what I've successfully determined is I do not know the locations of any of the statues. Sick, let's go. We'll come back. I'm gonna need a second. I guess that works. Could use some more money. Sure. I did want to maybe take a stab at the office puzzle, too. Mm-hmm. It's important to know you know nothing. Yeah, no, that's the first step toward enlightenment, I believe. Is emptying your mind. And if you were already empty-minded to begin with, hey, you're a step ahead. Way to go. Man. I'm pretty sure this one's self-contained too, man. I need some music. That's an instant difficulty modifier in a negative way for me is complete silence. No, I think I want to play in the atmosphere the game has intended. I wish it was different. Okay. So, the solution to this puzzle is contained within this room. Let's go around the room and identify what is interesting about it. That giant yellow glowing pyramid thing up there definitely seems interesting to me. There's little statues all around the room. That could be something. There's a little origami swan. That's adorable. We got this finger, which kind of feels like it's just pointing out the safe, so I don't know if there's much to read into there. Got a red and blue vase over here. A bust with a tiara-clad lady. And an amulet, which is the moon amulet, maybe? Nope, okay. Dapper-looking dude. And then these little doohickeys. Okay. And then let's go read the note again. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. I had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is indeed intended to be hearings or herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. So, red herrings. These are all red herrings? So March of the Count is all that matters? Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. But then what would that be? What does March of the Count mean in this context? March of the Count... Count something? March... Oh, probably a date? Herring's literally a red herring. Yeah, no, I kind of had that suspicion when we first read it. I just didn't know if it necessarily correlated to anything. But that's a ridiculous assumption not to make as far as this game is concerned. My brain is spitting out, is there like a date of significance in March that we have landed on at any point? Wasn't that the month that the lady went missing? I think that's the month that the detective was checking out the books. Yeah. Detective Margall checked out History of Arindia on March 2nd, 1987. I'm still not 100% sure what the length of these codes is either. Could be 4, could be 5. I feel like we're on to something there, though. March of the Count. So these, if I'm interpreting this right, these don't matter. March of the Count. I feel like if I just keep saying it out loud, maybe something will happen. Wonder if I know what the count looks like. Yeah, I'm hitting a wall here. All right. It's going to continue to be a problem. What's happening right now is not like a specific thing, but it is a general thing that will be happening in this game nonstop that I need to embrace, which is I've reached a point in a specific puzzle where I have no idea how to begin to think of another solution. Right? Is that making sense? It's not that I can't figure it out. It's I can't figure out how to try to figure it out. Like, I'm so lost on what to do next that I don't even have the slightest idea of, like, what to try. I've run out of things to try. So that's where I get where I'm like, okay, I know there's something here, but I don't know anything that I can do to get closer to figuring out what it is anymore. So when that's the case, I really struggle. End of thought. And I wanted to try to end that thought with, so what can I do in those situations? Like I could sit here and suck my thumb and weep in the fetal position until something changes. Maybe that's the solution to the puzzle, is if I do that. No one's tried that yet, I'm sure. I'm sure people have tried it, actually. There's a lot of people trying stuff in this game. Antechamber lever in that greenhouse is broken again. Yeah. Well, okay. So now that I've successfully explained that, I feel better about saying sayonara because now you understand where I'm at. Same goes for this room. I feel like we put in an honest try, but I'm being fully genuine with you when I say I don't have any clue of what to even begin to attempt next in there. Don't taunt me with an invisible coin in here now. That's pretty rude. It's a 4-digit code. All you need is 1,000 attempts. Right, yeah, we'll get there eventually. This is starting to make me mad, game. Where the hell's the coin? I know you put a single coin in this room somewhere, and you just don't want to let me have it now because I haven't solved your puzzles, you bastard. I'm allowed to get at least one coin. I know I haven't done good. Just a single coin, please. Can I have it? Where is it? I can't do anything right. I game in your eyes. Certainly not enough to have earned a single dollar. Am I crazy? Where is this thing? Where in the world is it? Oh my god, that's just rude. I can't even reach them. They're unreachable, God. Okay. Holy cow. What a mess. I could probably use a stretch break, tell you that. What do we got? One. This will just be the 2, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't seem ideal. Mailroom seems good. I know there's more going on with mailroom. In fact, I think, like, you get actual hints in the mailroom every so often. So, that's probably not a bad idea. Plus, it'll place an order for tomorrow. Be a little bit better off then, at least. Oh, they put it in the avarice bin. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That is hilarious. Okay. I'm not mad about it anymore. That's objectively very, very funny. Little things like that, too, man. So many of the items show up in places where it's almost like they blend in because they look like they belong there so naturally. Okay. There's Papa's letter. So yeah, we want to start getting letters delivered here if we can. Did we see this before? I don't think we did we? Maybe we did. I think I screenshotted it, didn't I? Let me check. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, right. Cool. Right. Let's go back down to the foundation. And we'll continue building up this way. We'll see if we can, well, I suppose the only way we're getting in now... Let me check my antechamber lever notes. We have our south one is the greenhouse, so we have to get all the way over to the right side again. And build a greenhouse on the east wall, which is totally doable. We should put a breaker down, too. Honestly, yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. Well, no, not yet. This first. I really want to do a green room. I really want to get into room 46 again, man. And I think we should go ahead and get this. Grab this guy. Oh, with Coupon Book, this is interesting. We actually get gems for only 2. It's cheaper to buy a few of them like this than it is to just buy the set. That's cool. We'll get up to 6. Yeah, there we go. That feels good. Okay. Grab and shovel there is pretty huge, actually. That opens up some possibilities, likely. And I like passageway here. Okay, we now have a chance to spawn our green room. I do gotta remember, though... Oh, the vault. Interesting. I gotta remember, unless I have the broken lever, that's not gonna do me any good. So... you want to rethink this approach, I guess. In fact, I think I should build out a foundation first and maybe find a way to get broken lever before we get over to the right side and try to get a little more lucky over there. Do we really care about vault right now? How good is 40 gold? I guess if I find, like, bookstore again or something, that'd be really good. We could do lost and found again. And I wouldn't necessarily have to go back into that room. Oh, choices. I don't really know what I'm hoping this is going to be, though. Let's do this. It's just, no. This feels, they're both so tempting. Let's do this. And let's hope that we can find some kind of way to spend some money here. We got coin purse too, don't we? Yeah, nice. Should actually get a lot more money out of this that way. +5, let's go, alright. Very good. Or I can just go turn them into gems, I guess, couldn't we? So yeah, here's where we need to be looking to use those safe deposit box keys. Clearly a lot of good stuff to find in here. Okay. Got a bunch of money. Still got a few keys. Only 1 gem, though, so I think I should go back for now. And, oh, actually, right, yeah, I guess I could just do this. Literally just said this, didn't I? So now we can build. Not worried about not having the resources. There's another breaker box. Oh, lose half your steps is nasty. That does give us the best odds of finding the right stuff, though. We could also connect on the right side this way, which gives us another antechamber option, which would be the Great Hall, which would be a little more difficult to get to show up now, but There's a chance of it, I guess. Oh, the key card's rough. Okay. Servants' quarters gives us a bunch of keys. Dark room at least connects. That seems like it's probably for the best. Yeah, we should at least be able to go around there with something. I'll just take whatever's got a gem cost and hopefully we get lucky. Oh, laboratory. That's cool. Yeah, let's make this commonplace. That's great. Oh, and I bet we can do something that gives us a letter now. That'd be good. There's a key. Thanks. This cute little window going out of the lab. I like it. It's a weird visual glitch, though. Interesting. Alright. So, here's another note. The boiler room power is not reaching the laboratory right now. So it's either got like a distance limit or the direction that I suspected was correct is incorrect. So that's good to know. Alright, let's see. Oh, no. Alright, Immediately add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool is kind of tempting. I did want to try to drain the aquarium still. I feel like there's got to be something going on with that. We do still have to build the pump room, I suppose, if we're doing that too. That's a lot to hope to be able to create out of the foundation right now. Okay. Yes, Flebian, but I'm hoping that I can still figure it out on my own. I think maybe with enough tests we'll be able to determine how that's working. Alright, so given the amount of steps I've got left today, I think it's in my best interest to abandon the room 46 idea. Instead, let's just get back into room 8 in the office here and see if we can figure these out. Alright, so we've reset our statues. Kitchen? Do we have a kitchen? Oh, right, we do. I forgot. Oh, shit. Oh, we can make it back there, too. Yeah, we're actually doing okay here. Cool. Well, still, though. I do want to try this again. We're coming back with semi-fresh eyes. So let's give it a shot. To first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. It's mundanity, gluttony, and envy. What does it say about the ones that are on the end? I think there's only one that says it's on the end, and that's the doggo. Is a number within the room we are in. The sum of my sin. Does mundanity count as a sin? I think that's a commentary on game development by the lead dev here. I don't know, dude. Okay. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Gluttony and mundanity feel like the only two possible options here. And even then, they really don't appear that much visually different from the others. So that's really throwing me. My neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. It would be... It's kind of funny that I'm giving this some weight as being, like, reason for it to be the actual answer. the fact that written thin in regards to the word gluttony would be a little ironic and therefore actually might be a logical conclusion. That's a pretty good idea, Andy, actually. Yeah, I should probably do that. Write down options for each statue. Let's give that a shot, yeah, because I don't think I'm getting much further without anything else nudging me some direction. So let's start with penguin, which could be anything. As far as I'm concerned right now, any. We got our lion buddy, and he says, place me within a bin with an N in its name. That is going to be mundanity. And gluttony. And envy. Okay. We got Swan that says, I think you're crazy if I'm not in a bin by the fin. There's only 3 options as far as I'm concerned for that. And those are the 3 bins by the fin. And those are going to be hubris, envy, and lust. Okay. Elephant. Again, I think we just kind of have to leap to some conclusions here and decide that mundanity and gluttony are the only ones that work for this, meaning that the only options for this one are wrath, sloth, and avarice. Cool. We got Doggo. He wants to be on the end. So he's either mundanity or hubris. Mundanity or hubris. Easy enough. Bunny. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. There's only one place that we've identified has what we perceive to be the condition here. So for rabbit, it's either avarice or mundanity. Okay. I bet the reward for this room is 2 gems. Just getting that in there right now. Baer! That's me. If we spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bin I'm often in. The only thing that makes any sense at all for this is sloth. So I'm just left to assume that that's what that's going to be. And then for monkey, the bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend in the tail of the skin. The only ones that I can possibly think of for that are hubris and envy. And I strongly believe it's hubris, because that is much closer to the bend in the tail. Okay. So here's where we're at with that. We got 8 statues, right? Mind the handwriting here. We got 8 statues with those possible placements, okay? That's what we're working with here. Let's see if we can do anything with that. Do we, upon writing this down this way, identify any that are the lone possibilities outside of penguin, obviously, for options. We can see that lion, as far as I can tell, is the only one who specifically has gluttony. So let's put lion in gluttony and pretend that we know that that's correct. Okay. What else do we got? We have avarice is on 2. We have envy is on 2. We have mundanity on 3. Hubris is on 2. We have lust on 1. And that's swan. Okay. Been far from the fin. That's fine with me. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about swan on lust. So let's lock that in. Let's call that unmovable. Now, of course, penguin is the big modifier here. That's really why I'm like, okay, we gotta fucking figure out penguin, dude. Because if I continue to try to go down this path, we're gonna set him in a way that isn't gonna work, and then I'm not gonna have any idea how to fix it. So, what the fuck is going on with this? All right, so we're hitting that exact same issue again, where it's like I thought I had some kind of a way to perceive this. The way that I am perceiving this is incorrect, and that is fundamentally insanely difficult to change. that is a very difficult nut to crack mentally. Is entirely reframing the way in which you are understanding any given thing. The sum of my sin as it is penned. Sum is math. You don't write sum on it unless you want me to do some math. And if you did, you're evil. And you go straight to hell. Do not pass any of the 8 sins. Go straight there. It's room 8. Yeah, if 2 things about this. If it's not math, you go to hell. If the number is not 8, you go to hell squared. Because if you're putting those things in and that's not the direction we're meant to go, then you're evil. Why'd you start with putting the lion down when you had others that you were sure on? I'm not sure on any. Well, I have Baer, I guess, but I'm not sure on anything. This is the closest to certainty that I suppose we have, which is Baer on sloth, but even that is mostly an assumption on my part. Okay. If we have... Let's try looking at it this way real quick before we go the penguin route again, which is clearly frustrating me. If we have these 3 on gluttony, sloth, and lust, does that enable us to fill in any more at that point? And unfortunately, it does not. Okay, so I guess we're right back to penguin then. Yeah, so we're fairly sure the number is 8. It says sum and numbers, so there's some kind of math going on here. It's the interpretation of the sin as it is penned is the number within the room that we are in. I keep hoping that me stating aloud the brick walls that I'm bashing my head into is going to change something, but is penned like a pins thing? No. Some of my sin as it is penned. Oh my god, is it just the number of letters in the fucking word, dude? Oh my god, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I feel good because I thought of that right before I looked over and I saw that you had also said the same thing, Tech. Okay, I know it's going to look a lot like I saw Tech say that. No, I thought of it. I thought of it, god damn it. I'm taking the win there. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay, that helps a ton. Great. So we know that's there, which means that the other one that we thought on gluttony is not on gluttony. Okay, so penguin is not any. Penguin is glut. Right. Okay, so that means that is eliminated from the other words, which there was only one of, I suppose. So now lion must go on either mundanity or envy. Envy is still available. Okay, so this does help us quite a bit, though. Right. Okay. Where do we have certainty now? We are on swan is lust, I think makes the most sense. Especially because that is definitely the only one that had lust now. Okay, so we know 2 for a certainty. We have penguin on gluttony. We have swan on lust. That is good to go. I'll sweat it again. I was just giving you a hard time. Okay, and then lion, we're not sure on yet. Lion requires filling in something else, so let's go beyond that for now. Dog is simple enough in that it must be either mundanity or hubris. So, rabbit could be on wrath still, right? No. Right, rabbit has to be either of these 2. Okay. And then monkey was hubris or envy. Which other ones are hubris? It was swan and dog. And dog has to be on an end. Okay. Where's the next step to cracking the case here? My neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. So this could still be wrath. But it's most likely this, I would think. I think it's the most likely that elephant is on avarice to be adjacent to mundanity. So let's go with that. Let's cross avarice off of rabbit, which puts rabbit on mundanity. Okay. And then so that makes doggo on hubris. That makes monkey on envy. And that makes lion on wrath, which does not work. Shit. Okay. So then, how do we fix that? We gotta work backwards from that. Shit. Okay, so maybe it's not elephant on avarice then. Maybe elephant is on wrath. Because then lion could be here and then rabbit could be on avarice. Let's put elephant on wrath. Because that's adjacent to gluttony and that could still work. And then you go over here maybe. What did I say? You have to be in the end, so you'd go there. And then you go there. That's not it. Okay, so what's wrong with this one? That's got the N. That's adjacent. That's got the sloth. We know this one's right. My neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in, so that must... That could be wrong. It could still be mundanity over there. I'm fairly sure this is lust because we had it as the only option for that. These can't be swapped. Could rabbit be swapped here? Or could lion be swapped here? No. Okay, hold on. Reset everything that we don't know for sure again. Yeah, those two are feeling good. That's good. Okay. So I think the elephant has to be adjacent to mundanity. Because it's the biggest word. I think that's just a reasonable assumption. Which kind of forces us into exactly what we did the last time, right? So maybe that isn't right. But then the other thing didn't work either. Because that forces rabbit there, and then it forces dog there. So what could be changed from that? That has to be there. This has to be there. And then, so let's do lion in the other spot for this one would be envy. And then what does this say? It's near the bend in the tail of the skin. I guess this is still kind of close to that. Still not right. Huh. I thought that was it. So what could be wrong here? This is probably right. This is probably right. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. Oh, wait. Is it... It might not even be saying it's a pair of letters. It might just literally be the same letters on each bin. And if that's the case, then this could be over here. We could switch these two. Maybe that's it. Because this has... Oh, no, this doesn't share any letters. God damn it. What? Which ones do? These don't. These don't. These don't. These don't. These do. These don't, and these do. Right? Oh, these do. Oh, so it could be in Wrath. Oh, switch these two, maybe. I think. Yeah, because that's near the tail now. Fuck, man. I really think it's going to be like the last three solutions we put in. I really thought it was there. Damn it. Well, this is correct, at least. And then what does this do? This is the end, right? That's fine. This should be good. That technically fits. We know that's there. We're pretty sure that's there. That's the neighbor. This is the end. Oh, Lust and Wrath both have a T, too. That's true. Maybe these two switch? Let's try it. Fuck it. Dude, I'm actually kind of fucking just lost now. What do you want? I think this is right. I'm not sure about this one. Maybe we can swap Baer around, but I don't know why any other thing would make sense for that. This is absolutely right. This I'm not sure. This I'm not sure. This is just kind of conditional, I guess. Depending on the rest of the solve, and then this feels like it should be there. Man. Rabbits do be lustin', yeah. I really thought it would be like a lot of just like fitting for the animal stuff, right? Even though that's not necessarily going to be a direct translation for all of them. but that could also just be a red herring. This game does love doing stuff like that. Oh, god damn. We put in like 3 or 4 solutions there that I was feeling good about all of them, and I'm really surprised we're still here. I am starting to feel kind of stuck now. It's near the bend on the tail of the skin. Like, what the hell else could that be? That's gotta be this, right? It says near, though. It doesn't say directly adjacent. It's got an N in its name. Man. Okay. Let me redo Rabbit with the new rule in mind. And let me reset everything. And then we'll have the same order of operations we did to get the progress we made, but now we have what I think are the correct rules for just about everything, or at least as close to the correct rules as we can get for everything. Alright, so we know Penguin for sure is on Gluttony. That's going there. Okay. Penguin is Gluttony. Done. We want to look at Rabbit, and we want to look at that as any 2 bins that are adjacent and share a letter. Just double checking. Hubris and Envy does not. Envy and Lust does not. Lust and Wrath do. So Rabbit could be Lust or Wrath. So that means that we're not certain that Swan is Lust. So that's important. Could be Wrath and Gluttony as well. And then Gluttony and Sloth. So Glut and Sloth are available. Okay. And then, of course, Avarice and Mundanity. So, unfortunately, that means that Rabbit could be on 6. But at least we have that information corrected now. Okay. If we spend a minute or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know which bit I'm off in. If this isn't on Sloth, I don't want to solve the puzzle. if this has this written on it and is not meant to be interpreted as put this on the Sloth podium, then I'm getting the hell out of here, dude. Let's see. Yeah, no, that logic makes sense to me too, Trans. I'm trying to keep the possibilities open here, considering we solved it based on that, and it didn't appear to be the right solution. All right, let's see. Puzzle better give a damn Triforce piece or some shit. No kidding, yeah. This is getting gallery level at this point for sure, especially the amount of time we've spent in here already. So I'm just trying to narrow it down again, if at all possible. The one that sticks out as... here, actually, you know what? Yeah, somebody mentioned this. I feel like I should do this too, even though I'm kind of running out of space on the paper to do so. I'm gonna break this down both by animal and by sin. So we'll start with mundanity up top. And we know that the lion can be here. We know dog can be here. And we know rabbit can be here. This might take a sec. Should help me analyze things, though. Avarice is elephant. Avarice is an interesting one because I believe we only have 2 legitimate options for that, and that's elephant and rabbit. And let's see. Maybe lounge in the den and figure it out. Honestly, it might be worth it, yeah. We'll probably try a couple more solutions, and then, like, we need to go back to kitchen. We're just going to spend the whole night on day 29 here, it feels like. Because we're going to want to head back to kitchen, buy up all the food we can from there, and then most likely go up through the foundation and just figure out what other rooms we can generate here, and hopefully generate a green room over there at some point too. Which we'd be back in the den area at that point, so it could just sit there for 10 minutes and see what happens, because it absolutely feels like it's suggesting you do that too. So that's an option. Okay, sloth is... We have 3 for that. We have elephant, rabbit, and bear. Okay, and then gluttony is locked in, so we don't even need to worry about that. Wrath. We had... Oh, we also only have elephant and rabbit for wrath. Interesting. So, whoever goes in that, the other one goes in avarice. Once the arcade cabinet starts working, it'll be hilarious if it was just the original mist on there. I might have to sit down for a bit with it. This is making me, like... I never thought any game would make me want to play the original Myst again, dude. But this is, like, the more time I spend, like, actually trying to break down puzzles and analyzing things, the more confidence I have in myself that I could actually play that game. Lust. Could be swan or rabbit. Rabbit's a big modifier here. Envy. Got lion, swan, and monkey. And then hubris. We have dog and monkey. Here's the this is the room 8 page of the notes, where unfortunately all of this stuff was moot. Didn't matter at all. There's the rest. The problem for me is that these styles of puzzles are only obstacles to me, so unless the narrative, pacing, and gameplay is on the other side is rewarding, it's the opposite of fun in my case. I fully empathize with that. I am also in that boat where normally things like this are not what I would perceive as fun. Even like in these moments, I very often just end up getting pretty frustrated, but I think there is like a perfect, as damn near to perfect as it can get. It's obviously still subjective in the experience, but the molding of, or like the way that the core gameplay loop works in congruence with the puzzles. It's like there's such a heavy incentive to sit down and try to work it out in that moment. With just like the steps mechanic alone, the fact that you are losing a very precious resource if you decide to even leave the room is like a huge incentive to solve it now, right? Although, you know, there's kind of the flip side of that coin where it could just become more frustrating to you as a result of that, where you don't feel like you want to leave, but you're not really having a good time, which in that case, this game very well may not be for you, and that's totally fine. But I think the fact that I am seeing this as a means to an end that I am interested in is, like, really doing it for me. In contrast, I loved Outer Wilds. Yeah, that makes sense to me too, honestly. And, like, there's a lot of comparisons between these two games that I like make sense, but also are kind of ill-founded just because I think that, like, the Outer Wilds puzzles are a lot more digestible to most people and are also maybe differently, but, like, I think a little bit better. I'm trying to look for the right word for it. I keep wanting to say molded into the overall experience. Oh, that's a good question, Hype. Yeah, I guess we could go check the gallery and see if any of these statues have already been placed. That'd be pretty nice. I kind of want to do that, actually. That's a good thought. Let me see if I can get there still. Now that I've written this list out, I want to. I've just been kind of bullshitting for a couple minutes here. All right, let's see. I mean, we're kind of in a position right now where we could just, like, test a couple different configurations. And just see if we're close to anything. I think you're right. Yeah, I think the picture has empty bins, but it's probably worth a look if I still end up stumped. Okay, anywho, there we go. So, let's go ahead and just go in order here. Let's actually go in reverse order just to mix it up a little bit. So, Monkey. Monkey can be in Hubris or Envy. And I decided that, but I suppose Monkey could be in Lust and Wrath too, but I definitely feel like Hubris and Envy are the more likely ones. And let's do Hubris this time. Okay. So that means... what other things could go in Hubris? That was Dog. And if Dog cannot go in Hubris, Dog goes in Mundanity. Okay. This could very well just end up being a configuration we already had too, but whatever. Alright, so we had Rabbit that we know is capable of being in quite a few. Let's just try something here. Let's go with Avarice this time, just to mix it up. And then Elephant. Or no, we kind of locked in on Elephant for Avarice, right? Because of the mundanity thing. So I think I'm still on that. In fact, with that being the case, I guess I should just get rid of any other option for Avarice. So Rabbit can't be in Avarice anymore. And then Elephant cannot be in any other one. I'm feeling very, very sure of that, because that is the only thing that makes sense for this one. Okay. And then... let's see, so Envy, Lust, and Wrath for Lion, Swan, Rabbit. Envy is the only one Lion can go in. So here he goes again. We have Lust and Wrath remaining. Swan has to go in Lust. Does Rabbit fit in Wrath? It should. That didn't work. Okay. So let's open a new page, I guess. Monkey, Lion, Swan, Rabbit, Penguin, Bear, elephant. And dog is incorrect. I do have the gallery available to check, yeah. So let me try like 2 or 3 more configurations of this. And then once I have a new configuration, I will double check to make sure that it works, and then triple check to make sure I have not already tried that one. You still think the initial rabbit choices were right? It could be. Could very well be. Let's operate off that. Well, if that's going to be the case, well, okay, so we're still locked in on elephant, bear, penguin. That's not changing. So we'll work around those. And if we're saying that rabbit is the twin, that would put it there forced. Meaning that dog would then have to be here. Monkey would almost certainly be here. That would mean lion would have to be... lion would have to be envy then. Out of all these, lion only fits in envy. Okay. And then... monkey... he's at least close there. And, I mean, it's not far from the fin, I guess. That's not gonna... oh, here, let's try this, I guess, and then let's get this order down, too, and we know that this doesn't work either. Might as well. Okay, dog. Lion. Monkey. Swan. Penguin. Bear. Elephant. And rabbit is an X. Okay. Why are we locked in on elephant again? So elephant says, to my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Which could still be gluttony, but I feel like because mundanity is the biggest word in the room, it makes the most sense. So that's one that's maybe not worthy of being set in stone, but it's at least close enough to make me think that I should assume it's correct for now. So if we keep rabbit here, unfortunately we really don't have a lot of room for variety. Because we're forced to do dog here, which then essentially forces our hand with everything else. I guess I could have swapped those other two. Hold on, let me try that. Because we did swan there last time. If we tried monkey over here, maybe. But I don't think this is it either. Yeah, it's not it either. Okay. Well, we know this with these two swapped is also incorrect, so that's good to note. Okay. Let's say that was not correct about rabbit this time. And let's put dog back over here. Let's say... Actually, let's do lion over there this time. Let's put dog here. Let's put lion on mundanity. And then try rabbit over there, I guess. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? God damn it. And this is one we've already tried. many pins are in the 8. I'm not about to try to work that in the mix. I hope that's not involved. Man, I am floored that we still haven't gotten this. The bin I tend to wind up is, yeah. This feels like the parlor box riddle's taken to the 11th power. This is, yeah. This is a step up. Okay. All right. I want to nudge, and it feels like a fair one. I just want to know if this is right. Are these 3 right? Are gluttony, sloth, and avarice correct? No. Okay. Okay. That's bad news. Man. Yep, that sets me back. That does save me a lot of time doing that stuff, though. Now is it right? Yeah, maybe now it's right. Now it's right, right? Please tell me this is right. Right, fucking lost, dude. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, okay. So what the fuck is elephant then, dude? To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. This has to be wrath, then. And if it's not, what the hell, dude? If it's not that, then what the hell is it, man? Okay, if we're working with this, then maybe we can figure it out. So, let's start with rabbit again. And, no, wait. Let's start with, let's just put dog in one of the ends first. And let's keep it away from one with an N so that lion has options. And then if that's there, it feels like swan and monkey should be here and there respectively. Actually, maybe this does want to go over here so we can put monkey here. And then dog can go over here. And then this would be a good spot for rabbit again, is avarice. In there, buddy. There we go. Rabbit this time. There. And then lion with the N. Oh, finally! Oh my God. What did that even do? I heard a sound. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! A trophy? Okay. Hey, that's cool. And more allowance. 2 allowance tokens. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. We just tripled our allowance, dude. Well, that's pretty big. Okay. Oh, it just took a tiny nudge. I did 90% of the work on that one. We'll take a round of claps for everybody in that one for having the persistence to see it through. Yeah, I don't know if I care about how many pins are in here, but yeah, feel free to peruse the VOD if you like. We just needed to address the elephant in the room. I mean, that's... If a comment's ever worth a gifted sub, sheesh. That'll get you in the pile, courtesy of me.
A nominal pittance.
That was a solid, like, 2-hour puzzle there, wasn't it? Yeah, that's wild, man. That does feel good, though. All right, who's ready to spend another hour in the office? Oh, God, I hope I have enough steps for the kitchen, dude. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... No! No! Oh, I'm dumb. All right, well, we better solve this then, man. Better make it worth it to have taken that one extra step before you could go to the kitchen, you big dumb dummy. Oh, well. Okay. All right, so just to confirm for my own sanity for tonight before I really try to dive into this one, this is a self-contained one, right? The solution to this office safe is contained within the office. Right, okay. And then I have also come to the conclusion that this is the focal point here. This here will lead to the solve. That's where we're at. Now I got to figure out how to get beyond that. There's information elsewhere that makes it easier. Is it like one of the mailroom letters? Because if it's that, maybe I could wait until that, and then maybe that could give me a nudge. It's pretty weird. It's not mailroom. Okay. Okay. I don't know why my brain is so set on turn the letters into numbers. I don't think that's getting us anywhere here, dude. March of the Count. March of the Count. March, third month of the year. Like I mentioned before, March was the month that the investigation started. It's all of the, so I don't know if that's relevant. Count like counting or count like the title. I don't know if we found a count of any kind. Like, that doesn't strike me as a character we've been introduced to yet. Oh, you drop a spoiler on accident, Kurt? We can bare belly slap that away if we don't have mods to purge it. That's always effective. Oh, there we go, Toasty. Thank you. That's also good, Andy. Yeah, maybe we just accept the roommate solve here. We can leave the office for another time. Knowing there's something that I could find to make it more solvable definitely makes me think I should maybe just look for that. Or just keep my eyes open for that. So, yeah, that seems fine. Works for me, dude. That's a successful day, for sure. Maybe we'll just somehow... Well, yeah, let's take a look at this picture, actually, just out of curiosity. Yeah. Man, yeah, that's awesome that this is an actual room. That's so cool. Well, enjoy the view of the evening from the veranda here. Yeah, I got a new trophy, man. I don't think I've ever actually seen the night sky in the game. I spent enough time in the house to be able to... Oh, turnip maybe? Oh, God, imagine. I really should have been looking for more dig spots, I guess. I totally forgot. Ah, man. Wanted the miracle. Yeah, gift shop or bookstore would be really nice here, but oh well. What do you see in the clouds? I see an 8. I don't think we're ever going to not see 8s anymore, although I do kind of see it. No, I see the mask from that one bazaar item that you can buy, and it generates you a small item from a different hero. All right. Good day. Pretty happy with that. Can you sprint to try and get food? I don't think so. I think as soon as you hit that 0, it probably... Unless you, like, have a bedroom effect going or something, it probably just sends you. I don't know, Robot. It'd be worth testing, huh? It'd be funny if you could wait out a sunset into a sunrise. I wonder if there is actually, like, a legit time limit on days with that kind of thing in mind. Oh shit, when did I start recording? Whoops. I'm gonna do that. Alright, man, day 30. Let's see if this is the day we can finally get back into room 46 again. Yeah, I actually would have been able to continue if I hadn't done the extra step into the office, which if I had just checked before blindly walking into it, I would have known that, and then we could have kept going there, but oh well. Yeah, I gotta see what our outside room is today. Hit a Baer nice for me as well, if you don't mind. Dude, that's a big boost to the allowance. That rules. The gold should help a lot. Shelter again. Yeah, I'm alright with that. It's day 30. Oh, wait a minute. How many days are in November? 31? No, 30, right? Because December has 31. So it would be the 7th? Am I doing that right? I have to literally pull up a calendar here. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, yeah. So the 7th at 10 a.m. Yeah, it took a while. Pip finally got that 8 room solved, though. I haven't tried the, I haven't tried our admin code down here, I don't think. Let's give it a shot. I remember what it is. I'm sure it'll give us the same result, if not just incorrect, but worth a go. R-U-O-T-H. Yeah, okay. Worth a try. So we got a bonus gem on the way, the very least, and all that red room protection should be nice. Nah, I haven't tried my in-game name yet. Simon Jones, right? Is, as far as I can tell, my name. Yeah, I could give that a go. Okay. Gonna try to make our way into Foundation again to begin this one. I think we're doing the right thing. Opening up the north antechamber door before we get too deep in. But, oh damn, that's gonna complicate things. I guess we'll do observatory. I really hope this pathing works out to get the Foundation, though. What you got for me? Oh, fun. Ooh, I really hope we can draft, like, bookstore or something today now. Get a little more money. I wonder if it'll be more likely. I guess we're a little more likely to go left this way. Yeah, there we go. And then library can draft. Yeah, this should work out okay. Okay. Oh, nice. like to get that. Oh, there's bookshop, but I really don't want to create a dead end here, dude. Oh, boy. Oh, that's rough. We're probably not going to get this to show up again. I really think I should take it. Oh, this is a gamble, dude. It's a big gamble. I think I should do it, though. Okay. We'll come back there when I've got some money. 50% off on the bookshop is crazy, though. If we can get the right kind of generation coming this way, we could have a pretty big day here. Den looks good. I'm right there with you, Lotus. Yeah, I was working my one brain cell on overdrive for the last couple hours solving one puzzle. I feel your pain. Yeah, I think pantry makes sense there. Still need a way to get a lot more money than this, though. There's not a ton of ways to do it. I'm thinking like vault or something, maybe? I don't think I care enough about patio right now. I just also really want to make sure we can get beyond foundation here, because I don't want to be locked into the first two ranks this early. Also almost out of gems already, which is a shame. I think we better do this, though. That's an upgrade I got, Lois. I upgraded the spare room. I turned it into a spare green room. Oh, shit. I don't have any gems, though. I think we'll just have to do this. This, at least, I believe, is already going to get us one of the books. In fact, I might be able to afford History of Arinia already. That'd be awesome. Now, there's another self-contained one, isn't it? Some weird shit going on with this room. Is this another one where there's like more info available elsewhere? Definitely feels like there's some kind of code going on with the portraits up on the walls. Tell us something. I mean, we know this, obviously, right? It's no mystery anymore. I wonder if her, like, looking over there is trying to say something. Yeah, this feels like it's gonna be pretty damn tough without some sort of guidance. Because I don't even know what I'm really looking for here. They got the arrows between their feet. Like short, medium, long. Like some kind of weird Morse code thing. Even then, I feel like I don't really have any kind of idea where to take it. Alright. Anyway. Garage. Well, that cuts us off. Can't be doing that. That's interesting, Dave. It's always kind of a weird feeling, huh? You solved it, but you can't really explain it. Oh, there's the mailroom again. This would cut us off, though. I don't think we should. I think I better keep building here. I just need to get more gems. Speaking of which... Oh, right. Yeah, we do have shelter for the chapel. I forgot. That's a good point. I might have to build that here. I put it in order. Yeah, I just didn't want to cut myself off there. If I had put the mailroom there, we would have been cut off for the entire house. Because we got a nasty generation in the corner here. I'm just gonna go grab the other gem real fast. Yeah, I agree, Watson. I think just getting the book here would be a big day. That's definitely priority number 1 for me right now. Kennel! Always take Kennel. Always say hi to Doggo. That's a good buddy. That's a very good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you deserve all the love and happiness. That's Happy Wagon Tail. You're such a good boy. Okay. Yikes. Glad we got that bonus gem. Just really hope this can connect at least a foundation here. What do you got? I mean, 4 cents for sledge is pretty good. It'll probably pay for itself. I'm scared we're not gonna find any other sources of gold here. I guess I can always come back and buy it. It's not like the sale's going away. Oh, I might honestly need to get a gem too, actually. Let me buy 1 gem. Just to be safe. Might need them for halving here, and yep, sure enough. That's exactly what we needed. I'm very glad we did that. Okay, now we probably don't need to buy more gems. In fact, I want this to generate like a closet or something. Oh, son of a bitch. That sucks. Okay, whatever. Let's just go down and open the antechamber door real quick. Make sure that's taken care of at the very least. We don't ask those kind of questions, Kurt. As far as I'm concerned, those kennel dogs are living in a perpetual state of bliss. Whenever they have not been drafted, they are simply receiving all of the love and pets. Wherever they are, they're getting taken care of. It is really nice that you don't have to, like, redo this whole setup every time. Or just sleep until they're drafted. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Okay. Problem solved. Alternatively, they're always drafted by someone. Someone at some point somewhere always has kennel drafted. Yeah. That seems reasonable. There's somewhere out there, there's a version of Simon that is controlled by a version of me that has already solved all of these puzzles. And if you guys could just pretend I'm that version and just be that amount of impressed, that would help my ego out a lot. Boy, Baer from an alternate reality, you sure did a great job solving both the office and drawing room puzzles today. Didn't even need the hints. Building a gateway between universes to crib notes off of smarter versions of myself. Yes. We've solved parallel universe travel, but only to cheat on the math test. It's so I can get a slightly higher grade. Boy. mean, this does solve the gems potentially. This is also maybe a major key. Yeah, it seems good. Oh, don't be coffee. I'm getting a lot of help, honestly. Or doobie, honestly. It makes me feel good, so I'll take it. Ooh, here we go. 6 plus 2 is 8, minus 3 is 5. 4, 0. Times 4 is 0. Times 10 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. Okay. Oh, wait. 14 minus 5 times 2 is 18, right? No. Wait, what am I missing on that one? That one threw me. No, I'd reversed it. Okay, so we're minus 5 times 2 is 10. Wait, what? As far as I know, order of operations for the billiards puzzle is determined by proximity to the center. So what is happening here then? This is telling me I always just start from 0 too. So if it's 0 minus 5 times 2 would be 10. Oh, it's negative 10. No. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, Doug. So we're working in the negative side before now, right? That makes sense. I don't know why I thought negative 5 times 2 would be positive 10. That was silly. Hey, silver key's good, though. Could be a great haul. Could give us the south door. Neil Ray will take it. Yeah, we are getting into the negative numbers now, apparently, though. That's interesting. Yeah, probably better just take chapel here, I guess. First protected room. There's 2 more coins back, at least. Yeah, this generation's really rough today, dude. I think I need to go buy more gems again. Because we're probably going to end up hitting a dead end otherwise. And I know we just keep working further away from getting that book, but... yeah, we better just do this. It's a pretty sweet deal, honestly. 4 gems for 5 coins is legit. And we should be good for a little while, at least assuming the keys don't fuck us over. Oh, boy. Maybe just do a great haul here? That feels like a bad idea, though. I guess just use the last one. Oh, boy. Oh, come on, man! Son of a bitch. I still can't take it because we can't do a dead end. I think we gotta do a funeral parlor here. We don't have to open it yet because we can possibly generate another red room, but I'm pretty sure we need to do that. Okay, so... oh, God. Yeah, we gotta go left. Worst case scenario here... well, worst case scenario, obviously we just hit a dead end, but ideally we have one going left and right, but if it's the choice between going left and going right, obviously we have to go left, so here we go. Oh, sweet. There we go. Yeah, that works. Oh, yeah, maybe shelter does protect you from losing 30 steps. Did it say sheltered in there? Oh, sweet, we got the shovel, too. That's huge. Nice, dude. And we have kennel. Yo, nice. Dude, shovel plus kennel is always fantastic. Getting a key out of that is really good, too. And a turnip. Wow, okay. This is turning around here. Let's see. It did say sheltered. If we spawned a gem here, that would be our 3rd sheltered room. And then we could get 3 gems out of funeral parlor. That'd be okay. Still really don't want to spend money. And I'm hoping we can get away without too many keys with our kennel situation. Let's do this. I was kind of hoping for running shoes in here too. Oh well. Oh, yeah, perfect. There we go. Hooray! Finally get my package. A sleeping mask and 2 gems is not bad. I'll take it. Okay, cool. I guess these aren't safe deposit box locations. Righto. Oh, that's a +2, Jake. I like that. Security's pretty good here. Let's do it. And let's lower that key card likelihood. As we can see, that's going to be an issue. Might as well check the inventory. Yeah, I figured. Too low. We can find a breaker box here that'd be pretty big, actually. Already gets us 2 new paths. We can open those up. Wait, did we have the... Oh, right, yeah, we have the keycard door in the passageway. Alright. Ooh, is it time for this one now? I think so. Yeah, I like this here. Ooh, boy. Mechanarium would be just the 2 still, right? Yeah. Not great. I like dining room well enough. Let's go with that. Lunchbox, hooray. Doing pretty well in steps today. Very glad that was not locked, and I like hallway here too. Alright, we're in a pretty good spot now. Let's keep checking this end. Let's see if the other one's locked. Okay. Rumpus room. Yeah, let's go talk to Azara. Oh, and that's 8 coins. Perfect. That lets us... Oh, we're 1 gold away, I think, right? After we get that, I think we're 1 gold away from the book. But Rumpus room is always a good choice. I'm just wondering now, I think I want to maybe... I think I should go this way. Oh, shit. Oh, that... Okay, This is an interesting consideration. Foyer, I just kind of want to check out, honestly. But if we did coat check, and then we got a breaker box, we could do... Oh, wait a minute. What side is greenhouse on? What antechamber lever is that? That is... Greenhouse is south. Okay. We could connect to that. You have dig spots in foundation and kennel, right? Wait, what does this say? Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Yeah, so that wouldn't unlock any of the doors up there. We have dig spots in patio too. Yeah, I should go check those. I'm just wondering, it's a big gamble to try to get green room out of this when we would have to find breaker box to do it. And if I kept going up this way and we found a great hall, we can maybe open up the east door. I just think the book might be the more important thing today. So I think it's better for us to generate chances to get money, or to allow for more chances to get money. I also don't think I've gotten Foyer yet, so I'm just curious enough to just get it, just to see what it is. Plus that gives us our dining room meal. This is cool. J.R.E. Yenna. Hold on. Hold on, we're creating a Foyer section of the notes. Foyer. Busts. J.R.E. Yena. Then Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Then Baron Edwin Sinclair. Then Baron Thomas Sinclair. Count Isaac Gates. Wait. Count Gates? What? Wait a minute. If we count small Gates? Isaac Gates? Count Isaac Gates? Wait, what? What does that mean? What's going on here now? So that's the count in the office, and I bet if we see that bust in the office somewhere, that's gonna help. Okay. Cool. And then Lord William Epson. Oh my god, that was a powerful sneeze. Holy cow. Okay, Lord William Epson. Right, and we want to screenshot this boy. Yeah, dude. That's all checking out. Okay, okay. Give me your beautiful face. Count Gates. Well, that seems like a big reveal. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. I think here we should just go walk-in closet. I think this is a bad idea. And I don't think we need the steps. I think that's the best play. Whoa! Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. That's cool. And a cupcake? Oh, neat. Good for 10 steps. Cool, thanks. Yeah, we could head to the dining room now as well if I wanted. But I don't think we will just yet. Let's have a quick word with Alzara here.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Faintly in the mist, I see a figure.
Well, this is new.
A statue cradled in a courtyard of sentinel stone. You will find yourself one day wandering these paths.
Ooh. What's this?
Walking in the footsteps of the past. Wandering. And waiting.
That's not a bold proclamation, dude.
Searching for a shadow that will never be cast.
I'm going to be doing a lot of wandering and waiting
Longing
around
for the
here.
day to end. the hours to pass.
Huh.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
I think I should make an
Until
Alzara section.
the dawn of the following day,
I probably should have done that a while
I
ago.
have nothing more to say.
Alzara had us waiting on a bench. Hold on. Alzara had us waiting on a bench at 12:15. All right. Doesn't do a lot now, obviously, but we'll go ahead and note it down. Keep it going. So, still trying to get to the far left. I guess top priority right now remains getting enough gold for the book. Ideally, we find, like, the vault and maybe get, like, 2 books today. That'd be massive. I'm starting to think going for the antechamber today is going to be pretty unlikely. We can maybe still find the secret garden, so we should head to the west wall. So yeah. There's broken lever again. Yeah, it's not going to work though. Oh, well, office does give us the gold we need. I better do that. I think before we go... Well, I guess I can go in here and... Oh, wait, no, we just did the count thing. Hold on. Where's the count? Count small gates. This is him, right? Pretty sure this is the dude. Yeah, that looks like him. Okay. There he is. Is there any more of him? Is that him? That's him. Okay, so there's 2. There's 1 of him. There's 2 of him. Okay. And then there's the big one, obviously. And there's the 3rd one. Okay. Let's open this up. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and distribute the gold, too. Oh, did I make a conference room in this one? I think I did, didn't I? Didn't I? Maybe not. Guess not. Oh, well. Okay. So we have this guy. We have this guy. We have the big dude. And we have number 3. Okay. His name is Count Isaac Gates. March of the Count. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. If we count small dates, 8 gates. Oh, no, wait. Count small gates. 8 dates. Right. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Thought we were done with 8. We're never going to be done with 8. This is a sequel to the Stanley Parable. That much is obvious now. There's like a little connection here I feel like I'm not making. What is this saying? I've counted small gates. There's 3 of them. And the date that I have is March. So it's 3-3? Is that the code? Is the code 3-3? That's it! Whoa! That's all I got, man. I really thought that was going to help me along the way here. But I don't know where else it's trying to point me, man. Yeah, I still don't know for sure, Toasty. I'm not 100% that the safe codes are any given length. What the worst part of that is, even if I do crack one of these safe codes, that's not going to tell me whether or not the rest of them are that length. There's nothing that's going to determine that for me. We can probably safely bet it's not 2 digits. Yeah, I've got a strong suspicion it's also not 3. It's probably 4. Is there a postcard in this room? No, there's this, and then there's this. As far as I can tell, those are the only 2 interactables besides, like, this portrait here. Try 4. Just a 4? Wish you could try 4, yeah. I know you mean 4 digits, but I also just want to try 4. You do what you gotta do, Kurt. Yeah, no, this is probably a struggle. Okay, well, if we're to assume it's a 4-digit number, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So I have the 3 of March. I have the 3 of the counts that I found in here. The only other number that I can think of would be the number of the date that I found that the detective had rented out the book for. But that doesn't feel right. So what else could it be then? The only numbers that I really have, I have those 2. That's it. I have a 3. Hmm. 30-30. 3-3. Oh, shit! Hey! That did it. Alright, sweet. Oh, and this is number 8. Okay. Okay. 8 dates. Crack 8 safes. Wait, is this... I don't know if I even want to ask this question, but I'm starting to think this might only be related to The Office. Which is nuts. I hope that's not true, but if that's true, that's fucking crazy that that's one thing that's just for The Office. Okay, anyway. Right, we got letter number 8 here. Let's take a look. I'm going to screenshot these bad boys for sure. This is red letter 8, page 1. Pardon me. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands not involving the police and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Interesting. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we're not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You were already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there have been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats toward your younger nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. Interesting. Snapshot page 2. Okay. Hold on. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Snapshot. Okay. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Forever Anonymous, X. I knew that platform was only causing harm, man. It was the entirety of Twitter giving the Baron a hard time, dude. Anyway. Screenshot. Cool. That's awesome. Save crack, dude. So that should be second red letter on the menu here. Nice. Big day. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, and boudoir. Wow. Damn, dude. Maybe I should just keep going for puzzle after puzzle here. Shit. This is a gem, too. Let's do it. The first one I found was in the time lock safe, which I completely forgot to get today. Remember when we had the time lock safe going? Whoops. Yeah, that's probably shut down again. One key left. Let's maybe wait on that for now. Alright, man. What the hell am I not seeing in here? Oh, wait a fucking second. Oh my god, dude. If it's this, I'm gonna be so mad. God fucking damn it. It's Christmas! It's Christmas, everybody! The whole time. The whole time it was just Christmas. It was just Christmas. If you just put in Christmas, you would have got it. Holy shit. Okay. What a day today, huh? Wow. There's number 4. Ah, right, drum knot? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where's the inclusivity? Oh, well. Okay, this is number 4. Red letter number 4, page 1. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It's no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible. I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. My God. What's a scullion?
Scullion.
A servant assigned the most menial kitchen tasks.
Scullion.
Dude. That's a scalding burn.
Scullion.
Dude, that is some next level pettiness. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. Eloquence is a shared trait in this family, dude. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel went in, dude. Holy cow. Daniel ain't having it. That's our Pops. Pops is pissed. Okay. We cracked 2 more safes today, dude. Sheesh. Okay. Killing it. Ooh, attic again. Ooh, we have mailroom. Okay. So I don't believe this is something that we've been able to do yet on the stream playthrough, but I did end up finding a way to do this on my own. And I'm very hopeful that they will present us the opportunity to do so right now. So let's find out. With one of these. Oh, it's not showing up again. Weird. Okay. So you probably have put the pieces together. But sometimes options show up in the laboratory that allow you to deliver a letter to the mailroom, which a couple of people were alluding to is actually a way that you get some hints for what to do in certain rooms. So, unfortunately, that did not happen today, but this could still be good. Each time you find trash while digging, gain 1 key, gem, or gold is pretty nice, but I'm wondering if we could get away with this, and then we could possibly buy a bunch of stuff from the bookstore. I think that's a pretty good idea. Especially because we still have a few dig spots. So let's go for this. And we just gotta be really careful about that. Make sure we're still in range to go get some food. Okay. Oh, we did cut ourselves off though, right? So until... Oh, right. Yeah, we don't have breaker box either. Damn. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, we have dinner. I'm just worried now, though. I don't think we can get any further. Because we're not going to be able to get key card here. Alright, well. Let's go collect all our money. There is gold scattered throughout, and there's the dig spots remaining in the courtyard. Or, sorry, not the courtyard, the patio. Yeah, funeral repository doesn't really matter anymore. Those gems don't matter anymore. Happy to eat a pizza, though. About the den on level 1. Oh, you're right. Nice. Ooh, man, if we could find a breaker box there, that'd be crazy. That is the only way we'll be able to progress. Unfortunately, even if we do find a way to get up further here, we're not going to be able to connect to the antechamber, but we might be able to find a green room. That'd be nice. Okay, anyway. I really want to, Toasty, yeah. I think I might. Just to close out the day. Just sit still in the den for 10 minutes. Okay, so this one's true. So this must be false. The gems are not in a box with a statement. Hooray! Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting to look for money. Shit, I hope I didn't miss any. I might have wanted to go back through gymnasium and mailroom, actually. Because I want to try to collect as much as I can. Let's double check and make sure I didn't miss any in these rooms, too. I sure did. Anything fancy on here? No. Check for gold. Check for gold. There we go. Nothing here. Okay. Yeah, that's true. We could look into security to see how much money's left. It's probably worth a step, actually. Yeah, 10 coins and a lockpick kit somewhere. Should check the floor here, too, I guess. Okay. And then we will go billiard into foundation and then passageway. Make sure we're not missing any gold in these rooms. Nice. Wonder if gold could even show up in here. Alright, can I get some bear luck that we dig up some garbage? In our lone remaining foundation spot. Let's go! Bear luck summons the gold. Did it, Toasty. Made us wealthy. Alright, we still need the key card for this one, too. Don't care about any of this stuff, right? Yeah. Here's your puppy. Here's your very good puppy. Yes, you are. Garbage! Oh, wait, no, it's not garbage. It's literally nothing. Damn, that stinks. I don't think running shoes matters anymore. Much rather have every possible penny we can get. That's gonna be it, I guess. Okay. Back to the den. Still looking for the stray gold. Oh, there's money on the couch? Oh, in the garden. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I didn't even know money could spawn there. Is there another dig spot? I don't think so. I'm only seeing the one. Yeah, it's getting late again, huh? Yeah, this looks like a dig spot, but it's confusing. check the storeroom just in case. Yeah, nice. Yeah, there's still a lockpick kit sitting around somewhere too, but honestly that doesn't really matter that much anymore either. Kind of beyond caring about those things on this round. Alright, let's see what this is. No breaker box. Dang, dude. That would have been huge. Bunk room might have a key card. I strongly doubt it. But let's try. Well, we got some money. That's good. And we get to see Hamtaro. Hey, bud. You little guy. Alright, sweet. Let's go buy a book. Oh, yeah. Dude, if we get a double sale, that'd go crazy. I don't think that's gonna work like that, but that'd be dope. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh well. Alright, well, we're definitely buying this. Cool. And then, I mean, it's called a new clue. I have to buy that. And let's get Realm and Rune, too. Fuck it. Got 3 books today, man. That seems great. Okay. Yeah. Huge day. Yeah, the 2 most expensive ones, too. Those are permanent unlocks, but in order to access them, we have to draft the library and then request them from the request form. So we are 2 successful library drafts away from reading one of those new books. Okay. I'm curious what our next big one's going to be. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. That's cool. Yeah, 2 safes, 2 books today. That's awesome.
Renewal. Welcome back.
Sunny V! Thanks for the 47 months, man. I had a big day of progress today, Cindy V, and let that ideally transfer to your next session. Some big old brick walls we were running into all day long, but finally smashed my head through them, man. Feels good, although I do have a giant headache. I'm gonna take another look at drawing room. I don't anticipate I'm actually gonna be able to solve it. I feel like the hint from the office was really helpful, so if we can find the hint for this thing, I'll probably feel a lot better about it, but... let's take a peek at least. See if anything clicks. Yeah, I'm gonna stare at this for a bit and take a quick stretch break. Eight dates, crack 8 safes. Each safe, in my mind, has to do with a date. And that has been consistent. There was the March for the office, there was Christmas for the boudoir. So, what date do we have that could possibly correspond with this? Is there a date suggested in the room somewhere, possibly? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, let's take stock of what we have in here. What are the different kinds of paintings? We have woman with very small gap between their feet. That's repeated and also goes the other direction. Okay. We have man with very long stride. Clearly, that's something. Like, if we're just trying to glean any kind of, like, anything out of this room, we know that there are varying distances between the feet of the subjects of the portraits. So, this big dude seems significant. I wonder if this is the same every time. I should take note of that if I end up leaving today. If I can't figure it out, I should cross-reference my VODs or something and see if these are always the same paintings. Yeah, I don't think it's really important anymore for me to try to identify what the elements are here. I think we've landed on what I need to be analyzing, which is the distances. I'm just trying to figure out what they're trying to say. Are the art pieces ever different in your experience in any room? Well, I mean, these ones always are, right? The ones that have to do with like the overall letter puzzle on the grid. I haven't really paid enough attention to any other artwork beyond that, though, to confirm or deny that. So, let's see. We have short, long, 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 short. Short, short, short. I don't know really what I'm analyzing here. I guess I'm just saying what I see again, which does help sometimes, I guess. Might be worth an effort. I mean, I kind of just usually feel like I've got that style of brain, Jake. So I can empathize. I think it's safe to say now, at least, that they are 4-digit codes, so that feels better. Although, again, could entirely be possible that they're not all 4-digit codes. It's safe to say. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yeah, I don't know if I can figure this one out. I'm trying to approach it like, so what I've come to realize from the office and the boudoir is I tend to overthink things. Which I feel like the moment I come to that conclusion is the moment where I actually need to start overthinking things. But if we were really just trying to simplify this, what if it's just like the amount of each? If we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4 of... Let's just divide them by, like, size of the arrows. So let's say we have 4... Let's call those tinies. Hang on, how many different sizes of distance do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 5. Because of the kid. So this is 1, 2, 3, horse, and then lady. Okay. Unless those are the same. I don't think they are, though. And so now it's... okay, so actually I think Umbrella Guy is smallest. So we have Umbrella is tiny. Do parentheses Umbrella. And then parentheses lady is next up, and we have 4 of those. We'll call that 4 small. We have how many tiny, which is the Umbrella Guy. Oh, is that 1 or 3? I want to say that's 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That doesn't feel right. What if those are just 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That feels better. Let's say that's 1. So let's go with a 9 for those. 9 tiny. And then next step up from that, I think, is man with cane. I'm pretty sure. So let's go cane. And let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7 normal, I guess. And then I think horse is biggest. So we'll go with kid next. Kid and then horse. That's my favorite Radiohead album, is Kid Horse. So kid, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 big, and then we'll call horse huge. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, are we counting a woman in dress and man with umbrella as the same size? No, I have those as different ones on mine. This is how I have it written down. This is my distribution. Maybe I can do this. This is what I've done. So, well, let's just take the simplest possible interpretation of that to begin with. Let's just put 94756 into the safe. That did not work, okay. Let's see. I definitely feel like we have something from that. Oh my god. This doesn't solve it for me, but I just realized this son of a bitch is so fucking clever, dude. This is so ridiculous. He means gates like walks, doesn't he? He means gates. If we count small gates, in this instance is small gates like G-A-I-T-S? Dude. That's fucking wild. Oh my god. That's so clever. That's insanely clever. I still don't know the answer, but that's just so good. Oh, man. Okay, sorry. No, hold on. I just had to... God, man. This game's so fucking good, dude. This guy working in homophones. This lead dev, man, like, their brain works on so many different levels. That's crazy. Yeah, I still don't... I'm not, like, seeing a solution because of that, but that definitely feels like the idea here. That's what 8 years of dev will do, huh? No kidding. Let them fucking cook. So if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Count small gates. That's right, we've counted those, we know that. So yeah, I'm still not making the connection there, though, I guess, of like... We know that we have 9 of the umbrella guy, and we have 4 of the small lady gate. So, I guess I could just try that again. Do the solution we had to the office last time. And then maybe try this. Okay, those don't work. That was just me doing 9 and 4 of each, respectively. I didn't think that would work. I think there's one more piece that I'm missing that is going to help a lot. I feel like there's a date that coincides with this room that I haven't made the connection on yet. Or that we haven't gotten, like, whatever little scrap of paper mentions it at some point. Yeah, no, I think it's a 4-digit code. I'm pretty sure about that now. I think they're all 4. So what else could it be? I feel like we are onto something with the date, though. It's like... The other two have had the date significance. And without knowing that, we weren't able to solve it, so... Okay, what else could it be if it's not that? If we have... Okay, I didn't count him, right? Yeah, so that doesn't matter. It's really hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that the umbrella dude has the smallest one. Like, looking at the... Like, it's between the lady in the dress and the umbrella guy. And they look very, very similar, but I think his is just a little bit smaller. So if we look at it that way, if we just eliminate lady from the equation, how many are in each wall? Let's say if we count these as individual ones. Let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, let me write this. This is north wall, isn't it? Yeah, we got 5 north. And then 3 east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 south. And then that could just be 0 on the west wall. That's fine. What if it's some combination of those? Let's try 5, 3, 7, 0. Let's try 3, 7, 0, 5. Let's try 7, 0, 5, 3. And let's try 0, 5, 3, 7. No. Okay, so it's not that. Well, if it's that, but it's the ladies, what if I misinterpreted it and it's actually lady with the dress is the smallest one? Let's try that. So let's do 2. Right? Yeah, that's 2, and then 1, and then 1, and 0. Okay. So let's try 2, 1, 1, 0. Let's try 1, 1, 0, 2. Let's try 1, 0, 2, 1. Okay, and then 0, 2, 1, 1. Nope. Okay. On either of those. Oh, hell yeah, Shadow. Love that. Oh, could we yeah, we could combine them, couldn't we? Because those numbers are low enough. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so then we would get 7, 4, 8, 0. Let's try those guys out. No. 4, 8, 0, 7. 8, 0, 7, 4. 0, 7, 4, 8. Huh. Yeah, no worries, Tech. Take it easy. I definitely feel like I'm on the right track. I just... struggling to think of other ways to interpret it here. I guess I haven't tried... Hold on. Is it like this? No. Okay. Yeah, a little later than I thought I'd be tonight, Bladen. I got caught up in a few puzzles today. Making way more progress tonight than I thought I would, honestly, so I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm trying to wonder, or I'm trying to think about like ways that we could use those numbers and like make them look more like a date. Like March 75, maybe? No. Well, I definitely think it has something to do with the pictures on the wall of the smallest gates, aka walks. But how we interpret that information, I am still blanking on. Did we do... When I first counted... I think I counted these all as individuals. Maybe if we count those as one painting equals one instance. Let's try that. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. So I guess it's just -2 from each, isn't it? Yeah. So it's 3, 1, 5. Let's try that. Is that small photo album on the table gonna throw anything? Oh, this? No, that's part of a different thing. Maybe this is it. No, damn. Oh, let's try order again, I guess. I think you might be right about that, Digital. Yeah, and that would certainly explain why they look so similar. But I mean, I don't know, am I crazy? His arrow looks a little bit smaller than hers, doesn't it? I know the perspective and the size of the portraits kind of throws you, but no matter what the comparison, it really does feel like that his is the smallest. Yeah, you know it's 6. Okay. I'm gonna like I wanna land on like one more reasonable conclusion, and if I try that and it doesn't work, I think we might call it a day at that point. 'Cause I'm already pretty damn satisfied with our progress. But I'm getting stumped here. Even though I definitely feel like we got closer at least. What else could it be? What else could it be? What if we do just that, but we go 5, 5, 6, 0. Is that it? Because I'm saying we count these as individual instances and combine Lady in the Dress with Umbrella Guy. And let's say each instance of those as the input. Let's see what that does. We'll try every instance of that. Okay, not that one. So let's go 5, 6, 0, 5. And then 6, 0, 5, 5. And then 0, 5, 5, 6. Not it. Okay. Yeah. Couldn't quite figure this one out today. I'm pretty sure it's a date. Yeah, I just have no idea what date it is or like what kind of like where to even start framing it around that. Knowing it's a date really only does enough to, like... Well, I guess, actually, ultimately, I guess that means it probably starts with either a 0 or a 1, doesn't it? Come to think of it. In fact, it almost certainly is. Okay, that does help. The game's gatekeeping, that's good. Yeah, no, I think I'm alright with that. That feels like a good day. I'm just trying to make sure we're not forgetting anything else we could have done here. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, cool. Strong performance, man. Yeah, it was a heck of a day. Okay, awesome. Fun little bonus vacation stream today, y'all, for a Saturday night. Thanks for joining me. Getting some late night BaerTaffy hours today, dude. Still watching over on YouTube. Appreciate the likes on the video. Still helping me quite a bit, and I'm glad folks are still so into this. I'm still loving it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.